So Apple just finished up their yearly iPod update event, and boy, did they fail. Okay guys, so what's up? So now we're back here, AppleUpdater here, Chris, and I'm just going to explain a couple of things that Apple just recently announced in their yearly little Apple iPod update event. And it wasn't as much as we expected. It wasn't anything near to what we expected. We were expecting iPods with iPod touches with cameras that can record video, have built-in mics and all that. That was the main thing that we were going to be expecting. But what they gave us were iPod Nanos with cameras. I mean, okay, it's a cool thing, but who really wants an iPod Nano with a camera? It's going to be really hard to judge, and I'll get into that in a second. But something they did put out that was actually kind of helpful is a new iTunes, iTunes 9. With this iTunes, it gives you a lot more ability to go throughout the iTunes store and get what you want to get. It makes everything a lot more cleaner, a lot more fresher. You guys see right here with the iTunes LP. Home sharing they added, what that allows you to do with up to 5 computers in your house. You can share songs and movies and stuff like that from computer to computer using the same iTunes account. You just sign on with the account in one computer, and then with the other computer you sign in with the same account, and then you can share the music from computer to computer, which is pretty neat. They redesigned the iTunes store a lot. They added different frames and how they put the music and how they put the featured videos and bands and artists and all that stuff on the main page. They had little extras, little galleries and all that stuff. Nothing special. The Genius mixes. I don't know how many of you out there actually use the Genius player to make your own playlists. I preferably like to make my own playlist of music that I know I'm going to like. I don't really actually use the Genius playlist myself, but they added that for you guys who want it. They improved syncing, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, which is actually really neat. How you can actually put your iPod screen, the screen of your actual iPod, onto your computer and then manage your apps from there, which I'll show you in a second, which is actually very, very neat. Many other improvements, as you can see, they have here. Just little things here and there that made iTunes look a lot better by refining it. It looks a lot cleaner, the new iTunes, and I think that's probably the best thing that came out of today's event, to tell you guys the truth, is iTunes. Even though they're little minor things, but compared to everything else, personally think that's the best thing that's came out of today. So now, let's just go and look at iTunes a little bit. I have it opened up here before we move on to the next story. So we have iTunes open right here. This is the new iTunes, iTunes 9. You guys can see on the side, or whatever side it happens to be on for you guys, that they added different icons to the things down here. They made them a little bit more rounded, a little bit more sharp. And the cool thing that they added is all the things that you see along the top where your iPod is. Info, photos, iTunes, podcasts, TV shows, movies, music, and applications, which I'll show you in a second. They made it a little bit more easier to manage. So they have all this stuff. But the cool thing is applications right here. Here, now, you can actually see your actual iPod screen as it is on your iPod on your computer. Okay, so let's say I want the application, let's go with World Tour. So it's Paper Toss World Tour. So say I want it, it says it finds it that it's in my iTunes applications folder. So now all you have to do is take it and drag it and drop it anywhere you want. Just the applications are going to move just like the one on your iPod. You can drag it anywhere you want on any page of your iPod that you want. Say I want to put it there on my home page. So now next time I sync, it's going to be right there. But say I don't want it there. I'll go ahead and put it on the second page. So let's go ahead and put it on the second page. If you don't want it there, you can make a whole page for its own on the fourth page, or you can move your pages like I just did. You see I can move the pages. So now we want World Tour. Let's put it on its own page, fourth page. So now you can manage your apps like this. It's very much more simpler. Instead of having to take the app, drag it from the 8th page all the way back to the first page, making room so you don't have to move your apps all around. This makes it much more easier. I think that's one of the coolest things that they added that probably going to come in most handy. But the thing about this is that you have to be on the new iTunes, which is iTunes 9, obviously, and that you have to have the new update for the iPod and for the iPhone and iPod Touch, which is the 3.1. See if I can get that in there. Yep, the 3.1 update. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the 3.1 update just came out. I believe it's $4.95. That's a different thing that they just added. I got it on my 1G, not on my 2G Touch yet. Just because the jailbreak still on my iPod Touch 2G, it's not out yet for the 3.1.1, the newest firmware version. So I'm going to wait till they come out with the jailbreak for that. That's pretty much everything with iTunes. The next big thing that they went ahead and added was a new iPod Nano. And with this iPod Nano, they added a camera, like I stated earlier in the video. This camera can take pictures and shoot video. Whoopee, an iPod Nano. But they also added an FM radio tuner, which is pretty neat, and live pulse radio. Just a little something they threw in there. Different workout things, how many steps you've taken, and all that weird things, how many calories you burned. Don't really need to have that on an iPod Nano or an iPod, but, you know, what the hey, it's in there. It's an extra little thing. If you go ahead into the features of the iPod Nano, they just show you a little bit more about the video camera, so you can shoot video with the new video camera. I don't believe, actually, I take back, I said you could take pictures. I believe it's just video shooting on the new iPod Nano. They said they added a larger screen and a polished aluminum finish, but it doesn't really seem like that with the pictures that they're showing. But hopefully the screen will be a little bit bigger, and now you can shoot video with it. What I'm finding is that it's going to be a little bit awkward to shoot video because you have the little click wheel where you have to press the OK to press the record, start the record. And the camera, as you guys can see, it's right behind. So you can zoom in. Wrong button. The camera is right behind where the click wheel is. They didn't put it at the top or anything. They put it right at the bottom. So when you have to hold it landscape, or you have to manage some way to hold it and not press the other buttons or get in the way of the camera, which is kind of weird. Let's see. Like I said, they added the FM radio, which is actually pretty neat. They had the pedometer. Let's see. They added also easier way to sync with iTunes, just like with the iPod Touch, but nothing major. The only thing big about it is the video camera, but it's on an iPod Nano. How much are you actually going to do with that on an iPod Nano? Really? I mean, come on. I have another tab of the iPod Nano with the features, but really, guys, I mean, they still have it in all the cool colors that they have it in. That's one of the cool things about the iPod. So they added all these colors. And they still have the same colors, basically, but they have all the colors that also now have the camera, so I guess that's a cool thing for you iPod Nano users. Alright. They also supposedly made an iPod Touch 3G, but this iPod Touch 3G, does it have the camera, the video camera, the pictures, and all that we wanted? No. It's got 64 gigabytes of space. Appealing? No? It's got voice control. Oh, but you have to have a mic. Oh, okay. It's also got more speeds, faster speeds. Just what we all wanted. I know we were all looking forward to the camera in the back of the iPod Touch 3G, shoot pictures and video, but we didn't get that. Hopefully we'll be getting this later on in the year when Apple does their next event. This is still a hope because there was a rumor about the cameras being delayed because there was something wrong with them, and when they were trying to put them in, there was something wrong with them. So hopefully it is just a good rumor still that they're going to add them into the iPod Touch when they make the new iPod Touch. I don't know if it's going to be the 4G or if it's going to be the 3G refined or something like that. But with the new iPod Touch, it's just faster speeds, voice control, nothing really major, and the 64 gigabyte. They did lower the prices. That's a pretty cool thing. The 8 gigabyte is only $199, 32 is $299, and the 64 is $399. So the prices are actually a lot lower, but still not what we wanted. And the other thing that they did was add colors to the iPod Shuffle. Once again, nothing major. They made them colorful. Whoopee, you can get a case for that. But you can get them now in this blue, a green, a pink, and that same silver and blackish, grayish color. Same thing, nothing different with those except for the color. That's basically it. That's just want to get this quick video out to you guys about that. I'm not going to go ahead and purchase any of these. I'm going to stick with what I have for now. The only cool thing that I found out about today is the easier iTunes use with the applications and the refined iTunes store, iTunes 9. Nothing else really surprised me that much and made me that much excited because a camera with an iPod Nano, it's going to be pretty hard to use, and it's just going to be too awkward, and don't think that many people are going to want it. Maybe you guys do. I don't know. That's your opinion. If you have one, let me know in a comment down below or a video response. That'd be better. Brownie points for video responses. Okay, well, that's it for Apple's update event, and nothing really big, but, you know, for you guys, maybe, I don't know. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Favorite, comment, rate, subscribe. More videos to come on this update as well as more updates progress and with future updates, so make sure you guys stay subscribed to stay updated with everything Apple. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.